So it is a lovely, very snowy Tuesday afternoon. I have to work tonight and I'm really hoping the roads aren't that bad. But I also have quite a bit of things to prepare for the shop. I recently just had a market this past Saturday and it went pretty well. I was hoping for how far we drove it would go a little bit better, but I'm pretty happy with the sales we had and just the interaction we had. And people honestly buying products that I had literally just come out with, and I sold out of my certain art prints and patterns, which was really exciting. And I wanted to show you guys a few of the things that we sold, at least what I have left of it. I'm super excited to get rid of all of my stickers so I can kind of like redesign a little bit and reprint them just a little bit better after learning from the first time. So we are on our way there. I didn't sell as many of these little mini booklets. They kind of were like a last minute fix, I would say, just because I had a plan for how I wanted to do it at first and it didn't quite work out that way. But I just have like these little books with my art printed on them, and they're soft cover booklets, and there's just different colors and different versions of each of these. So I sold like one or two of these ones. They didn't sell like the best, but hopefully I can get rid of these and then redesign how I want to put these together. What we also sold were a lot of large booklets, but they were the ones with my artwork printed on them. So the only ones I have left are these three, which is crazy. It's this one. Let me see if I can get this off. There's this booklet with one of my acrylic paintings on it, and the back has a Bible verse on it. This is one of my newest paintings that I released as a cover, and I also have it in my magnetic bookmarks, which is so exciting. I'll show you guys that in a minute. But this booklet, yeah, it was really fun to make. These ones actually have like dotted grid paper in them. I don't know if you guys can really see that. It's kind of super, super bright. Let's see. Yeah, so it has the grid paper in it, and I love that. I think a lot of people are more attracted to something like this or something that has lines in it. I haven't quite figured out yet how I want to make line notebooks, so I'm really excited about these grid ones. So all I have left is that one, and so these are the ones that I'm actually going to be adding to my site tomorrow. I have a shop update to do, guys, and I did not plan this very well. So I literally just got more printed because I didn't think I was going to sell out of all of these, and my plan was to take product photos before I sold them, so I was ready just to put them on the website, but of course that's not how it went. We had a lot of last minute things we had to do. Because I have to work, I don't want to rush, and because it's snowing, I don't want to rush to go get the print. So I'm going to go early tomorrow because I don't work until the evening tomorrow as well. So I'm going to pick everything up, and I'm going to try to just make one of everything that I'm missing and take my product photos and get everything up and make sure the shop is updated because I announced that they would be on the website tomorrow. So didn't really plan that really well, but we're learning, and I want to make sure that I keep my word and do have those products up. And then the last thing I wanted to show you guys, which I'm so excited about, are my magnetic bookmarks. These were honestly more of a last minute addition, but I'm so happy that I decided to do it. I think I sold out of my sunflower ones. Let me just double check. Nope, I have one more left, so I can show you guys one of each pair that I made. Is one of the pairs that I have. It's my sunflower painting and then this very misty mountainy painting. Again, the cards for this and the book covers for this sold out. And again, this painting, if you guys can kind of see it, this painting and this stormy, cloudy seascape one are two new covers that I am adding along with this tree one over here. So those three I'm adding into the mix in terms of my paintings, but I'm really glad that I added these two tree ones. These are the three sets that I had for my magnetic bookmarks with my paintings on them, which is so exciting. I want to see if I can show you guys a close-up. So again, those two paintings for the note cards and the notebooks completely sold out. So I'm making sure I have double the amount next time. And the color's not showing up super well, but super cute paintings. And this is the other set. It's the sunflower one and the other misty mountain one. This is one together, the two blues, the stormy, like seascape, and the ocean one. So we're excited to continue product development and seeing where everything goes. But like I said, I really need to make sure I'm ready for this shop update coming up. So I'm going to do what I can to prepare now. And I'll probably pick up my prints early tomorrow, like at 7 when they open, and start working on making one of each product, because I have got to get product photos tomorrow. I have to edit the product photos and I have to upload them to my website before I have to work. So it's gonna be a lot. Paper document. My printer prints so crooked, so we're not even gonna base it off of this, but I just need to make sure that the dot spacing was right and that the color, I just lightened it just a little bit so the grid in the book wouldn't be so harsh, so when you are writing, like, kind of disappears a little bit, but it still looks straight, because I need to send in the correct file to the printer to make sure that it is ready for when I pick up tomorrow. So through this bookbinder that I use, I discovered a website. I think it's called incompetech.com, and it's a place where you can kind of like design grid papers and even line papers. I just haven't played around with that yet. But they have just a lot of different things. I really don't know what the site's for. It doesn't seem to like scammy or anything. I haven't had any problems. So it seems like a pretty well used site. But I'm just going to go ahead and download this just so I know that this is ready to be printed at the printers. You can also choose your paper size and customize it as well. Your border size, your dot size, like line spacing, all of it. So it's really, really useful. So if you're looking to print grid paper or even just line paper and you need somewhere to do it, I would highly recommend that website. I feel like a lot of today is actually going to be some admin work. I do need to do a little bit of things for social media, but I need to update my, like, I don't even know how to say it. It's kind of like a spreadsheet. I've been using Notion recently, which I really like. A lot of small business owners have recommended that as just like a tool to keep yourself organized. So I've actually been using it for like content planning. I have a whole calendar and like system in there. I've been using it to track like markets that I've applied to, that I'm interested in, that I've paid for, and like where they are, who's the contact, how much, and it's like all in one sheet, so I know exactly like where everything is. So I need to update that because there's quite a few markets that I'm interested in, and I just need to add it to the list. But I feel like it's pretty boring for you guys to watch me do all of that stuff. So I'm probably just going to work on that until I go to work. Tomorrow is really going to be the bread and butter of everything, like the day that I have a lot to do. So I'm excited about that, excited to show you guys the products that I just don't have in person right now. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. So we are headed to go pick up all the prints. They are ready from the printers. They actually were ready yesterday. Oop, just turned my windshield wipers on. They were ready yesterday, but I decided not to rush to go get them, especially with the weather we've been having. It's finally sunny today, but there is quite a bit of snow on the ground, so it's going to take me a little bit longer than usual to get there. It's about 25 to 30 minute drive there, and then I of course have to go back, so that's an hour of driving just to get the prints. But I am really excited to see everything and to get things made so I can do the shop update today. I'm really hoping it won't take me too long. The longest part is going to be sewing the books, but we'll see. I got a lighter weight paper this time just to make it not as stiff because it is a soft cover. I do like it to have some sort of structure and form so it lasts longer, but I think the paper I had was just, it works, but I just think I want it to be light, slightly lighter. I think it'll be easier to work with and to fold. So we're gonna go get those. And I also have a stack of papers here myself that I'm gonna get the grid paper printed in now that I do the grid papers in my soft covers. My soft covers with my art, I'm gonna do grid papers, and then if I just have like a handmade paper that I sourced somewhere, like I mentioned yesterday, how I'm only going to sell those ones in person. Those will just be plain papers, and so will like my little mini booklets. But everything else I do will be grid, and then eventually we'll do lined, but that's in the future. Okay, so we're back in the office. I got all of my prints here. They usually just give me this bag, but I have 2 of them already, so I've just been reusing them so I don't stack up on a bunch of bags. But I'm starting to really like this printer. I really like the people. I'm pretty happy with like the stuff that I get from there. Even though it took a while to play around with things, I'm pretty happy. I feel like I'm in a routine now, so that's really nice. I'm gonna put this over here. Got to keep track of all of those receipts. So I have all of the things I got printed in here. They started shrink wrapping it. I guess since my orders are bigger now, they didn't do that before. But I'm going to try to get this open without cutting any paper. Honestly, let me go wash my hands real quick because I just ate breakfast and I want to make sure I don't get like oils from my hands on the paper. Especially since this one's uncoated, I feel like it'll pick up a little bit more. I got my bookmarks printed. I just did 1 sheet of each. This one, because this pattern isn't as popular here, I just split it down 1 sheet, but the rest of them have their own sheet to themselves. And I got this printed on even thicker paper this time, and so I'm excited to see how that works. I just feel like it'll just make the bookmarks even sturdier, and it's printed on a like silk, like I think they call it a silk matte or silk gloss, but it's definitely very glossy. So definitely call this more of a gloss, but I'm super excited about this. My goodness, the colors showed up so well on this green one. The colors showed up super well on this one. It was very faint already, so I think it looks great. Okay, so we got all of those. So that feels like the correct paper. And then I got all of my cards printed on a uncoated paper, and I just love the texture of it. It almost feels like watercolor. Like a smooth watercolor. So got all those printed. Looks so good. I'm so happy with these. I really love this printer. I'm like so thankful that I found a local family-owned printer that is good and that I really love to work with, and their prices aren't crazy, so they're pretty affordable honestly compared to some of the more commercialized printers, and you get a family feel with them. The next market I'm doing right now, it's gonna be on March 1st, but I am kind of wanting to do another one in February if I can find it and it works with my work schedule. It would have to be like on a Sunday or a weekday, so they're kind of tricky to find. A lot of them are just on Saturdays, but it would be really nice to do somewhere else in springs, but really excited about these. And then the last thing I got printed was my book covers, and so these will be scored and folded, and I got this printed on a slightly lighter paper, and I think it's perfect. Like, it's 80 pounds, and I did 100 last time, and I just think it was a little too thick, but this is still sturdy enough, but it's still very much a soft cover, and I think it's going to fold really nicely. So I'm really excited about that, and it's supposed to be on uncoated. This one feels different than the 11 by 17 uncoated, so I need to ask them next time if those are 2 different papers. It's just not, it doesn't have as much as a texture. It's a little smoother, but I'm still very happy with how it turned out. So we're gonna get going on these. I have so many things to make before I have to take product photos and everything. So let's get going. I've chit-chatted enough, guys. I've chit-chatted enough. Oh, and the last thing I got, one more thing. The last thing I got printed was just a bunch of grid paper for my notebooks. So this should be enough. And I think I showed you guys this, but this should be enough for the notebooks. So we're going to get started on some notebooks. Okay, so it is currently 12:30. I just finished all of the notebooks that I needed to make in order to take product photos, and this honestly was the hardest part. So I'm super happy how fast I was able to do it. I love how much faster I've gotten at making these, but I'm super happy with how they turned out. I still need to round all the corners, and then I just have a few folded cards, like greeting cards that I need to make. I'm super happy that I have at least one set of each bookmark, because the sunflower ones, I think I only had 2 sets left. So I'm really happy because then I don't have to make that, and that one is a little bit time consuming. I have to leave here around 2:45 to go to work. So if I could get these like corners rounded, and then my folded cards that I need to make, if I can do all of that by 1, so like within the next 30 minutes, and start taking my product photos, I think that'll be good, because product photos, I don't know, it's so tricky. Sometimes it's like, oh, I have the great idea, I love the way it looks, and other times I have an idea and I have to adjust, and so sometimes it can be a little time consuming. I'm thinking if I can just get a couple of clear shots of these pictures and upload them, and then I really think I actually might just work on revamping all of my product photos. Still kind of trying to figure that out. As long as they look clean and it fits the site right now, that's good. But because I need to get some work done on the website itself, I need to edit my shipping and take down some products that I just want to keep for in person and put these up. So there's a lot of moving pieces. I'm just hoping I can get it done in time, but definitely won't be doing this again. I will definitely make sure that I take the product photos before I take them to the market, because I should have good expectation that the Lord is going to bring the right people who are going to like my products, and he did just that. I just was not prepared for it, so next time we definitely will be. But these are super cute. I absolutely love the paperweight. This is definitely what I'm going to stick with. It's sturdy, but it's soft enough. It's smooth, but it's like kind of textured. I don't know. It's just a happy medium of everything and all the trials. And I personally really love the 40-page notebooks. I just think they're sleek. They're easy to carry around. They'll flatten really nicely. And yeah, I'm just really happy with this. So this is the only corner rounder that I have right now, and I've used it so much that the medium one is starting to get a little dull. I have absolutely no idea how I would like sharpen it or whatever, but I'm definitely going to invest in one soon where I can just punch the whole book at once, because this is also just very time consuming. So I'm just going to use the large one right now, and we're going to punch all of these books. I finished this. I posted a couple pictures on my Instagram, and then I took my dog out, but I was able to get everything done before 1, so we're gonna crunch out some pictures. I'm just gonna use my point and shoot camera. I used to use this for vlogging all the time, It's really good. I've actually taken most of my product photos with this because normally I'm using this for filming. I do have another DSLR, but I'm not as familiar with it and it would just take me longer, so we're trying to be quick and efficient. I have my lovely slab of table countertop marble thing that I use. Just got this from like Home Depot. I'll show you guys once I get everything set up. I think I'm going to start with bookmarks and then cards and then the books themselves. For props, I think all I'm going to use are a couple of my like gel pens that I have around, depending on like the color of the book. So these will be for the book. I have like a whole pencil pouch full of gel pens. I wanted to use this plant and I can prune like the dead leaf and everything. I think that'd be cute in some shots. I don't know. We'll try it out. Okay. So I just finished doing my bookmarks. These are going to be the most simple photos. Like, I'm really not trying to make it complicated. Plus, I really need to figure out what style I want to go for photos. This slab has been great, but honestly, like, I'm not really a huge fan of how much reflection it has. And so I want to figure out like what background I want to use. Ideally, I'd like to do like a wooden background, something more like nature toned. I just feel like that is really good with my brand, but that's just stuff we're gonna have to figure out in the future, and I don't want it to stop me from posting things now and doing products now. So we're just figuring out as we go. I think I'm gonna actually do the notebooks next and figure out, I don't know, I feel like it needs a little something. I don't know. Okay, so we kind of did it. It is 2 o'clock right now. I'm about to connect this camera to my phone and get all the pictures off of it and just chill on the couch and edit and put on a show because honestly, I just stress myself out so much for no reason and I just want to chill. Made myself a quick chicken sausage salad, like kale salad. These are my favorite to go tos for lunch because they're so quick and I just do not have time to like cook anything right now. And then I have like some leftover chicken chili that I cooked yesterday that I'm gonna take for dinner for work, but I won't be able to eat until later, so I'm making sure that I get something now. I'm trying to be better at that because I easily would have just skipped a meal before since I am just so busy and I'm trying not to do that. So we're just gonna chill. I'm going to turn on a show and edit these pictures and at least try to get them on my computer and start uploading them so when I'm at work on my break I can finish launching everything. Again, this was not the smartest way for me to go about this, but I do want to keep my word and make sure that that stuff is available today, and I'll just adjust later on and be smarter about this next time. And I really don't know what to do about my product photos. Like, I just need to figure out some props and like a setup that I like. I'm thinking I might honestly try like a shadow box and see how I like that, but I don't know. Have to figure that out. Need to go to Pinterest for like some inspiration and everything, but I'm definitely going to try to get these pumped out before I have to leave. So pray for me, guys. Pray for me.